shellfishing harvesting areas, the cutoff is 14. Like if you consistently get numbers above 14, then that area is not going to be open for shellfishing. But this area doesn't look so good with numbers like 230, 930. But usually in open areas we get a lot of less than 3s or 4 here and there. We are looking for fecal coliforms. It's an indicator organism. It's very easy to detect because it produces gas within 24 hours at an elevated temperature. You can see that these are positives compared to a negative sample. This is the standard way we monitor the bag. It's a 48-hour test. These are emergency ones, they're 24-hour tests, but it's really the same test. The bacteria has adhesive qualities that are clumped together, so you always got to shake this standard way, guidelines from the FDA. So it's 25 times through a 1-foot arc in 7 seconds. It's just vigorous.
See the water of that color. That should all be a nice white foamy stuff.
What's our next stop, Cal?
Station 11A.
We've been sampling this bay since last week with abbreviated stations, but it's enough to give us an idea how the waters are responding and the bacteria levels are receding. And we're happy to see that. And the other thing is the data is very good for us because in another event like this, we can go back to the historical data and get a good idea on how the bay does respond. We've never recorded or sampled an event this large before. Metals and particularly shellfish. We are looking at baseline data. We're looking at historical data. We will look at some recently harvested shellfish for analysis for our state relay program, and we'll check the levels in that to see if they're above baseline or not. If that's the case, maybe that will raise a concern, and we'll have to do some additional sampling. But historical work in the area from dredging and such and resuspension of sediment hasn't shown that it does impact the metals levels in the tissues of the shellfish in these areas.
So what's it like not being able to work?
Oh, I've been paying for my sisters a little bit. Get me busy, but doesn't really keep you under the poorhouse. Doesn't really make any money at it, you know. Yeah, it's tough on everybody. Usually we do good this time of year, and got people that got around Easter time, quahog stuff. Everybody start eating more quahog and stuff. Can't go work now. It's a little tougher. Sorry, let me go by.
Short term, it's a loss of revenue, it's a loss of our customer base, it's a cash flow problem, it's employment problems for people that work for us that are presently unemployed. What we worry about long term, first and foremost, we want to see our bay back in good shape and producing good quality product like it normally does. The last thing we want to see is the bay open too early and have an outbreak of some disease. And so our concern is that we have to have our bay back up and running. But in the meantime, some of our customers have got to continue to buy product, and they're going to try to find some product elsewhere. Long-term concerns for us in Rhode Island are that they don't get comfortable where they purchase that product and possibly we lose market share and not come back.
Normally this cooler here is chocker block full with sacks like you see there in the corner. Empty. The diggers went out to the salt pond and got us a little bit of shellfish just to hold us over for the weekend, or the week. And hopefully they can continue because the salt pond is open even though it doesn't produce as much.
Right.
They're like gold. The door's locked. Machines are sitting idle, not even set up. There's just no work to be done at this time. No boats are out working. Every boat's in. They're all still sitting